could quit my job and do this for a living. They're saying that I'm bringing it, but truth is that I'm winging it. If clever content was erased, then lyrically I'm winning it. Technical material, I'm a lyrical miracle. I murdered every set because my killing is serial. Technical material, I'm a lyrical miracle. And I murdered every set because my killing is serial.
Yeah, it's true, I confess, I'm a drum and bass addict. Been hooked from a youth, and I won't kick the habit. I'm addicted to the drums, I'm addicted to the bass, I'm addicted to the vibes, I'm addicted to the race. I'm a drum and bass junkie, I don't wanna kick it, I don't want no help, I'm proud, I admit it. When you're in, you gotta live it, I'm never gonna quit it, I'll never kick the habit. I'm a drum and bass addict.
I'm a D&B addict, from way back when, old school like Jurassic. It was like automatic, from wicked to wicked, junglist massive. But the scene was locked up, so I left for a bit there, rapping it popped up. I told the world of my team, look back at D&B and I seen the scene was opening up a bit, so I might as well get up in it. Took a long time, but I'm loving it. Went through no pain and suffering. 8 years later, best breakthrough with a diary that's full. Haters wanna block it, the fuck are you? You don't run shit, you ain't Vindaloo.
For the darkest depths, the emerges, recharge full of electric, energetical surges. Throw a lyric up in the air, it's for service. Lyrics to race, I get urges. As soon as I wake on the surface, put an MC down under that surface. Chromate, I'm man like a furnace. With lyrical fire, I burn this. D delivers that first class service. Back to back, make it MC feel sick. Good brain like a big bag of herbies. These rocks solid, just like a Kirby's. Ready for war like a service. Lit up around like Curtis. Don't give a shit with verses. Bars be big like curses. These barred up with the verses. Live at MC needing nurses. Forget that, see I'm leaving hearses. Well connected with travellers, Turkish, Albanians, Irish, Kurdish. If a man messes up with the work, my calls screech out of the murkies. 5-man jump out, go berserkers. Getting intense like circuits. Like boot camp at 6 AM on an ice cold day on a wet grass surface. Girls wanna know where the girth is. I'm giving big pain like Burfis. Belly set with this banger. I was like, bro, I'm gonna hurt this.
When I was younger, I had this girlfriend Lucy. What's on that pretty, but boobies were well juicy. After her, I seen this girl called Tracy. She was pretty, but that bitch was too facey. After her, I seen this girl called Stacy. Face from crime, watch my body well tasty. After her, I leave this girl called Cassie. I never her cause that girl, she was crazy. After her, I leave a girl called Dina. We smoke weed and we both get leaner. Finish up, I leave a girl called Karina. She got the eat with this girl called Katrina. Strip their clothes in the back of the Beamer. Heat up the seat, what? Hot like a steamer. Then we link up this girl called Natasha. She was fit, but a bit of a clinger.
It's a rave for a lot of screamer. You're a slave for the skirt man China. Your love went deeper than a diver. She treated you like Jimmy Savile, treating minors. Bitch, you ain't get me under your thumb. Just cause you got a big bum and a pretty face and big breasts, I could care less. Say the wrong thing and I'll disappear like JLS. Onto the next chat with a big back off like Kanye West. She had a big bum, but a butt face made my dick come. 9 months later, it's up on my face, saying that she's a mum and I'm the father of a son. How could I be so dumb? But wait, I swear I used a rubber. This bitch is bait, trying to trap me with child support, taking me to court. I said, Jeremy Kyle, bitch, I'm giving you naught. The DNA test ain't red negative. Thank God I'm on sedatives, or I might not have let it live.
Let me introduce myself, I'm Maddie V, and I can tell already. I know you've heard of me, I'm seeking my redemption. I'm a girl, I need attention. Your flows, your lyrics, your bars are weak, just like your web connection. And I'm productive, but my mind has been corrupted. Started off as fun and then it suddenly erupted. People keep saying that I'll get far, cause I'm Formula 1 like a race car. Blank bars when I spit, I tell my story. Lost on my travels, I'm finding jewelry. I reached another point and I started another chapter, connecting me to you like a portable adapter. Changing my views, changing my perception, changing my life, but that wasn't my intention. I started off afresh when I got that first reaction. Mighty V, and then I made a plan of action.
Went through some dark shit I didn't handle well. Every night I was sitting at San Miguel, thinking that man banged my girl, but I woke up from that bad dream. Now it's so sweet like Canderel. My power's like I won't bang a girl, so I rang Michelle. Went to the door in Camberwell when I rang the bell. She opened, it was like, come in. It's not just me, I'm with Chanel. I was like, that's calm, but let me warn you, the devil's here and I bang the hell. Banged her well. When we was done, she made me a toasty with ham as well. She was like, you stay for dinner too. Made a banging roast, it was lamb as well.
Like I say, I've been involved in the group that would quite by rights have most of us on the sex offenders register.
What?
Like I say, I've been involved in the group that would quite by rights have most of us on the sex offenders register.
You don't say. You don't say.
None of us are.
And is anyone keeping an eye on this?
Not for that, at least.
What?
You know,
No.
one or two might be for other deviancies.
Tracy's fucking shit twice. And it's come back to AJ twice.
Can you smell that? What is that? Sheep, is it?
Specifically Rick, I can't be bothered with the whole comment stuff, not with the other trolls as well. I really can't be bothered. This Zoom thing's actually really quite easy to just do, really, really quick things. So,
Right guys, basically what's gone on is me and Nathan have been dragged into another argument yet again. Nothing to do with us. But CMW has been brought into it, and evening Leslie, how are you, bro? And it's basically tit for tat and this thing about it. You all know Rick.
Yourselves look ridiculous many times over. These wankers don't even know my name.
Say that again.
Yourselves look ridiculous many times over. These wankers don't even know my name. Killing our children, raping our children, dirty Muslim scumbag.
Around about the same time as one of the worshippers from this mosque. Out of this very mosque, is he arrested? Is he interrogated?
Trying to figure out
is he questioned?
I've seen his face around.
Literally, Islam in Britain, these mosques have got free pass to put out ISIS fighters, ISIS recruits and terrorists. And it's our children in Manchester that paid the ultimate price.
Is that van there? Is that your van?
I
live same place where you live. Where do you live?
I live next door to you.
Well, that's where you live. That's where you recognize. Listen, don't forget the good side of it, yeah?
The what?
You're taking a video, don't forget the good side of it.
Why is there a good side? Is there? Smell of 7-year-olds, you do. Stink of 7-year-old girls, mate. You smell like 7-year-old girls.
Sorry?
You stink of 7-year-old girls. Yeah.
Not right, is it?
What's your name? Mohammed?
You know that Rick was with us in the Dragons. He's had our back all the way through. We've got his back.
People, morning people, whichever. So, if we want to play the game, that's fine. A couple of observations. A lot of people, for some reason, I've stuck to right. So, if people want me to go through it and go over it, I'll do that. So, right. You can have views. And whatever, and bollocks or whatever, and do it that way, or you can whatever. All I know is, but if that's what people want to do and they want to focus on, bollocks or whatever. All I know is 1% of, and that's fine, and the words whatever. And the words bollocks or whatever, and whatever. Like I say, if anyone can, you can have used the words whatever, and all I know is 1% of, that don't really help either. I don't know how big that 1% of bollocks or whatever. From what I can see, they don't do them anymore, and like Alright, thank you and stay safe.
Hello. Right, y'all. Okay, this is just me, like proper bare. Hair's not done, got no makeup on. It's just me, it's just me.
Let's get this going. Let's get this going. We'll get some people in here before we start.
They do not pay me enough to deal with this baloney. Get out, get out.
I turn a man to a girl like Christian. I shout down the dance like les bouillards. Bayou pudding. Down the dance like you know where I'm from. Oh, 1 to the 2, 1. You're ready, ready. Where the line gone? I believe in cheek. Soon you'll take off and don't even brush your teeth. Okay.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Talks Too Much.
How can you talk my name? Don't even brush your teeth. 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 Brush your teeth.
But for some reason, Rick come to us and he said, Kylie's come out, she's at humble pie, she's done a video, she's outed the King's flag, blah blah blah. She's realised errors of her ways.
Okay, guys, let's try and bring the other pimp daddy in.
Hey, buddy. Sorry, I'm just going to let you know I'm on diazepam and sleeping tablets, and it's 4 o'clock in the morning and nothing's worked yet. But I've just watched your latest with Angela and Jesus and oh God, who else was there? Who the fuck? Oh my God, do you see how fucked I am? What was I saying? I can't even remember. Oh fucking hell, I was starting to kick in. It is like quarter past 4? No, 20 past 4 in the morning. Please never share this anywhere. Please never share this. I don't do medicine often ever, but I've been in so much pain and I feel fucked as hell right now. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, right, okay, probably. Oh, I think I was probably getting on to the next side of things, right? So obviously a big part of this has been me getting to know Rick as a person and have all of this online bollocks. I don't know if you've noticed, but there hasn't really been, I think there's been 1 or 2 stupid things that have gone up, but only because they've been in reference to something else. You know, and look, I am never expecting you and Rick to ever get on in a million years. I'm not expecting Rick and Sean Morris to ever get on. I'm not expecting Rick and Jason to ever get on. All I'm hoping for is that the bollocks, like the fucking real idiots like AJ and Joe and the Hoaxted and, you know, the real nasty shit that have been using people, and they've done it both ways. They've made us say silly things that aren't true as well, you know, like they've done it both ways, but that was all obviously intentional. My purpose at the moment is to keep the poster boy, Rick, off of this shit and to slowly, delicately get his head round to the fact that what we're all trying to do is actually pretty much the same thing. You know, he's all I can say, Andy, is he's a very damaged man, like a very damaged man. You're sounding a bit triggered, Rick.
The person who made the video about us, it's ironic really, because he's put us in with he's put all our pictures up there with the King's flag, and it should be his picture up there really, because he was in with the King's flag. He went to the King's flag and for help, and Kylie was his champion, by the way. So You tell me how that works, ladies and gentlemen, but we've always been fair. We stick to the facts.
AJ's playing silly games at the minute. He's pretending that Eric's not him and then running about doing the most vile shit as Eric.
Computer says no.
What he don't realise is we've had a team fucking Tracy's fucking shit twice. What he don't realise is we've had a team fucking Tracy's fucking shit twice. And it's come back to AJ twice.
Can you smell that? What is that? Sheep, is it? It's cows? No, I know what it is. It's bullshit.
And then we've just had someone confirm that they've got evidence that is Eric as well.
What in heaven's name are you talking about?
We are where we are. We are where we are. We are where we are. We are where we are.
And Eric's crack bitch, whether or not you are the same person as AJ, I've never said for 100% that's the case. All I've said is AJ and Danny have admitted, and I've got the proof, of them having many accounts. And all of the checks and traces have gone back to AJ on Eric's crack bitch.
Can you smell that? What is that? Sheep, is it? It's cows? No, I know what it is. It's bullshit.
So, I don't know. Excuse me. Did AJ set up the account for you, Eric's crack bitch?
Pick your range.
What are you, stupid?
Are you really a person? Because Danny seemed to cut you guys off really quick.
Stop it. Get some help.
Anybody could say a couple of sentences, so, I mean, that doesn't fucking prove a thing.
That was the biggest load of crap I've ever heard.
Doesn't prove a fucking thing, really, does it? You could have anybody, any mate, using another account of yours for 2 seconds.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
But at least we've got your voice, clearly.
We are where we are. We are where we are. We are where we are. We are where we are.
Lucifer, right, here we go. So AJ and Eric are in the same room.
Oh, it's at the side. Oh, here we go. That's why.
That's it.
I had to turn it. Yeah, I had to turn it round because it was right down the edge. Cool.
Right. So, if we're all going to mute up and we just let AJ and talk about the fucking weather or whatever, just for about 10 seconds, just so we can show that it ain't the same fucking person, you spastic motherfuckers.
Spastics.
Apparently, I talk to myself a bloody lot. You right, Eric?
Yeah, too bad, AJ, you?
Yeah, it's bloody hilarious how they're always convinced that I'm every account going, isn't it?
Fucking idiot.
Thank you, gentlemen. That should be enough to fucking just discredit them absolute dickheads. You know what I mean?
You're welcome.
Well, that's going to get rid of a few maybes and could be and would be and maybe and might not be.
It just makes you laugh. If people are going to believe them people who are saying they're the same person, then everything else, as far as I'm concerned, what they say about me, about Paris, about anyone else, should be just looked at again and go, really? Let's have a look at that again here. What the fuck? You can't even get that bit right. That was easy. You know what I mean? Fucking hell.
We are where we are. We are where we are. We are where we are. We are where we are.
I've listened to that because a load of people have sent it to me now, saying that you should get him on and still use this story.
We ain't going to go into it much tonight because we don't really want to escalate it. But if it escalates, fuck it. At the end of the day, I ain't bothered anymore.
And is anyone keeping an eye on this?
Warning, bullshit alert. Warning, bullshit alert.
They brought me into it. If that's the way it's got to be, that's the way it's got to be. But basically, we've been accused of backing Rick and Kylie for being non-protectors.
Can you smell that? What is that? Sheep, is it? It's cows? No, I know what it is. It's bullshit.
No, I got a comment on a video of Den's that I made a comment, and Danny Jones wrote back, I'll meet me where, or something anyway, but this comment consisted of some names that are pissed off with Danny Jones, and we're waiting for an intelligence drop, and I've been moved. Listen, I'll play the video in a minute. So, Gary Clark was named in this. Nathan Kirkton was named in this. Somebody called Andrew and a woman, I can't remember her name, and I'm going to go trifling about it. But basically, there's 5 or 6 here. I'd like you people to get involved. Have you not got an opinion, or can you only speak through Kaylee and Rick? Rick's busy at the minute. You know what I mean? So let's hear it from you, and I'll tell you what I'll do. If you make a video for public release and consumption, confirming your support for Kaylee Ainoff, I'll debate Kaylee. In fact, I'll debate all of her.
Yes, I talked to Andy Devine. Yes, I talked to John Manoa. Yes, I'm a retard. Yes, I talked to that freaking airhead Cassie Cohurst and that idiot Jamie. Yes, these guys are my friends. So it's absolutely not Eric. Like, Eric might be a bit off the wall and a bit, you know, schizophrenic, which he admits, but he's not evil like that. But then just take a look at this shit, which he did, and. Hey, say that again.
It's 110%, AJ.
Can you smell that? What is that? Sheep, is it? It's cows? No, I know what it is. It's bullshit.
Oh, there's been multiple. See, this is the thing now. It's not just the guys that I've had the check run on. Other people, you know, other people, other teams have had their guys do the same thing.
Yes, Pinklet. But at least we know where all that wind was coming from in the last chapter.
The warm breeze is rather restful.
Warm breeze. Hot air. That's it. Pinklet, are you pondering what I'm pondering?
I think so, Brainy. But why would anyone want to Pierce Brosnan?
As remarkable as this fact may be, Pinklet, you've missed the point. Al Gore is full of hot air. We shall use him to levitate us to the upper stratosphere.
As we cross the bridge we have built to stand upon a platform built by contributions the president.
Oh, we're finally going back to Kansas! I think I was the scarecrow most of all.
Wrong book, Pinklet.
Oh.
And it goes back to AJ's.
Well, we still have,
Computer says nah.
See, this is what I was saying to you from the beginning. Is it AJ's set up an account and passed it to somebody now because they need to make it look like it's somebody else?
Are you crazy? Or just plain stupid?
Or other people were saying as well, you can get these like voice box things.
mirrors reflecting mirrors. High-tech sorcery. Sorcery, I say!
It would be very easy to do, and I don't know if you watched that first wanky live stream that those guys did, where Danny cut them off like within 2. They literally said hello. All right, that's enough. They're just like, well, at least have a conversation or something. You know, that would be so easy to set up. Like, I don't know for 100% sure, but all the checks that have been run have gone back to AJ.
This is a load of barnacles.
And they act the same. It's the same sort of shitty cartoons. It's the same not giving a fuck about whether anybody's going to take them down for it.
Brilliant.
You know, it's the same just evil behaviour toward myself. And if you look at the channel, it's like, what, 50 videos? Just Kaylee. But
I guess, again, I'm a narcissist, right? It's just evil behaviour, but they're very similar in the way that they speak. They turn up at the same time to everything.
The hell are you talking about?
I don't know, what other explanation is it? They're either very, very closely associated.
Right.
It's either pulled somebody on board, given them the channel, or it literally is him.
The devil with his fly open.
Right.
That's a spill on the floor with bugs going after it. They're gonna eat it.
Good.
Let's see. It's the boys! This isn't fair! How can you tell who's sane and who's insane?
Well, we have a very simple method. Whoever has that stamp on his hand is insane.
You know, just with some sort of a voice mechanism or something, or just somebody that's saying a few words here or there. But the guy never speaks for long. I don't know if you've noticed, he never speaks for long.
Well, I sent a couple of the voice notes and whatever over to someone. Someone's been having a look themselves, but it's one of them, regardless. He's either pulled someone in or... I personally don't want to pull somebody in.
That is why you fail.
I mean, you've got to think all the way back to when he was pretending to be your friend and he was defending you against all these people and all this.
Yeah.
When they all turned out to be him.
Can you smell that? What is that? Sheep, is it? It's cows? No, I know what it is. It's bullshit.
Exactly. This is exactly it, which is why it's kind of, it's here nor there for me.
Right.
If it comes back to AJ every time...
Oh, please, continue.
Via different teams that are going into it, you know, with their best guys looking into it, and it always comes back to AJ. He's either set it up or he's set it up and passed it to someone. There's no two ways about it, you know, and the police at the end of the day would surely have to see the same thing.
How about new?
You know, there's nobody else that's done a check on it to bring it back to anybody other than AJ. So I can't explain that because I'm not tech savvy. You can't explain that because you're not tech savvy. But at the end of the day, when we've got people that do know what they're doing.
Oh, what a load of crap!
But I mean, what freaks me out, it doesn't freak me out so much. It's just like the absolute level of just feeling like they're immune to anything.
Brilliant.
So carry on making your little videos. I'm getting a kick out of it. Not a real kick out of it. I love it. I do love it. You are kind of making me feel famous. Nice one.
Oh shit.
Right.
Another
Let me just,
sort of,
can I just make a comment? I just need to make a comment quickly. Right. I'm not linking up with Antifa. But I am having an affiliation with them. But I am having an affiliation with them.
Morning all. Oh, little Miss Inav has been begging for days for attention. Yet again, she's running around begging for my partner's death certificate and being an utter degenerate. Yesterday she spent yet another 24 hours restreaming stuff that didn't help her one bit. And she was asking questions, but she wouldn't allow the answer to the questions. One of little Miss Inav's main questions that she asked is, how did the situation with her all start? Going back 6 years ago, little Miss Inav joined in with the Maui Powerhouse Limited scam. Little Miss Inav was the secretary for the scam. Now, the scam was basically John Manoa's delusional crap, and Andrew Devine and Kaylee Inav and many others were running around the internet promising parents that had had their children taken off them via social services that they would get their children back for them, provided they joined the Maui Powerhouse scam. Now, the scam was that you would pay £25, you get 2 donations, 2 shares in the Maui Powerhouse Limited scam for your £25, but you pay by donation. Therefore, you were paying for nothing. They were just robbing you blind, and they were going after heartstrings to draw people into the scam. Now, Kaylee Inav didn't like the fact that she was exposed in amongst the scam that she was involved with, and she ran around for a very long time crying about the fact that she had been put into the Krusty Crew videos along with the other scammers. Now, had Kaylee not been involved with the scammers, she wouldn't have been exposed with the scammers. Now, Kaylee, ever since, has gone on a campaign of harassing and stalking multiple people. Myself, Danny, Wavy, Victoria West, and there's a whole list of people that Kaylee's gone around for stalking. Now, Kaylee seems to have got to the point now where it is evident that Kaylee is mentally deranged, and there is no hope for her whatsoever. Many years ago, I told Kaylee the people she was hanging around with would lead her to losing her children. And what's happened? She's lost her children. She's put the internet before her children. She's put the internet before everyone in her life. She no longer has a social life, really. She spends her days picking nettles and talking shit on the internet, begging for attention from people that don't really want anything to do with her. Now, I've let it slide for a very long time what Kaylee Inab's been up to, but when it comes to the point of where she's disrespecting my deceased partner on a daily basis, Kaylee's going to get attention, whether she likes it or not. And it's very apparent that Kaylee is all against free speech. The wall that she's got in her room that she's claiming to be an office, which I highly suspect was meant to have been the kid's bedroom, is full of names of people that she doesn't want to have free speech. Why would it be someone that's run around for years claiming that she's for free speech is now all of a sudden so against free speech? Well, the truth of the matter is, the free speech hurts, doesn't it, Kaylee? You are scared of what people may say about you. You're scared of the truth coming out about you, aren't you, Kaylee? I did tell you, Kaylee, if you continued, you would get the attention that you didn't want. Now, Kaylee has openly admitted on the internet that she chemically abused her children, and the very individual that she hangs around with to this day, Den Tarragon, Joshua Bible, Tara Machiavelli, there's many names that it goes by, was the very person that pointed out to me about Kaylee's child abuse. Kaylee came onto his Facebook Live many years ago and told us all that she had chemically abused her children with MMS. Kaylee has gone on to, since then, try and make out that it wasn't MMS, it was chlorine dioxide. Well, chlorine dioxide is MMS. The activating formula for the MMS is they activate it with hydrochloric acid. This here is a very corrosive acid. Chlorine dioxide on its own is very dangerous and very flammable and should not be used on humans, full stop. Kaylee likes to make out that MMS is approved by regulating parties to basically be used on humans and all sorts, when in actual fact it's a sterilizing agent that they use it as a form of bleach. It's an industrial bleach. Now, Kaylee seems to think that she knows everything about chemistry and all sorts. Kaylee dropped out of her believe it to be college or university, for the very fact that they would not let her rewrite the curriculum. She didn't agree with what she was being taught, so she dropped out because they wouldn't let her rewrite it all to suit her narrative instead of what the system wanted for it to be. Now, Kaylee is a very deranged individual. Kaylee spends her days making a fool of herself on the internet, showing people that she is truly disgusting. In recent weeks, she's put up a video in which she's made a shrine. This shrine has Danny the donkey in it. Danny the donkey has a lock knife stuck out of Danny the donkey's chest with kebab skewers stuck all over Danny the donkey, and it's Danny the donkey's hung by its neck via a freaking scarf of Kaylee's. What Kaylee is symbolizing there is Kaylee has a grievance towards Danny Jones, and Kaylee is showing that Kaylee wants to stab up and kill Danny Jones. Kaylee is trying to pass off because some music video that she's trying to chuck with it makes what she's done with the donkey acceptable. And it doesn't cut it at all. It's truly disgusting. And for an individual of Kaylee's age, nearly 40 years old, she should know better. But unfortunately, Kaylee seems to think she knows better. And she seems to think that life revolves around her and everyone has to do as she says. And she thinks that she can run around slandering people, such as the councillor from Bridgewater. Now, this poor councillor from Bridgewater does not deserve to be harassed and stalked by an individual such as Kaylee Inav. Now, Kaylee Inav is making out that this councillor from Bridgewater that I've never met in my life, never spoken to, don't really have a clue who they are. I know their name because of Kaylee. Kaylee is making out that this here councillor is involved in the cover-up of my partner's death when my partner died a natural death. Now, Kaylee is constantly bitching and moaning, saying about people want her sectioned. Well, a lot of people can see that she needs sectioning. And she's bitching and moaning, saying, oh, you can't get me sectioned. No, Kaylee, the only person that's going to have you sectioned is yourself. The mental health team do not section people just because someone's phoned them and told them that someone needs sectioning. There is a system and a process that you have to go through. You have to be assessed. And it's your own actions, Kaylee, that's going to have you sectioned eventually. I highly suspect it's going to be within this next 12 months that Kaylee is going to be sectioned. Now, Kaylee is hanging around with Slippermouth, as I call him. He goes by many, many names. He's scared to actually give out his true identity because he knows that he's a long-term convicted felon or criminal. He's got a very seedy past that he wants to keep out of the public domain, which unfortunately for him is actually already in the public domain. I'm just sitting waiting for the day that little Slippermouth decides to start talking about it so I can pull him apart on his bullshit over it. Now, anyone that's been around for long enough will realise that little Slippermouth has severe anger issues. And has had severe anger issues for a very long time. Now, Slippermouth is another one who has chosen the internet over his own family. Slippermouth, a few years back, put up a video in which he was crying, saying about how he was choosing a dog shit movement over his own family. It took me nearly 2 years of prodding at Slippermouth for him to finally slip up as to what the dog shit movement he was referring to that he was abandoning his family for. And when he finally slipped, he said it was the truth movement. The truth movement is the exact same movement that Matt Taylor, Andrew Devine, John Manoa, John Patterson, and many others were involved in. Now, when I pointed that out to Slippermouth, he then decided to say that Gary and Nathan created the truth movement. We all know that's a load of bollocks, but then Slippermouth can't help himself but drop others in the shit. Now, I've known for some years that Gary is the one that's controlling Slippermouth. Slippermouth is pretty much Gary Clark's little lapdog. Always has been and always will be. Gary's a little bit more sensible than Rick, though, because Gary doesn't actually come out with the bullshit himself. He allows Rick to do it for him while he hides away. And then he denies all knowledge of what Rick's up to when they have regular updates between themselves on what's to be done and what's not to be done. Now, Slippermouth has ran around saying that he was infiltrating myself, Vicky, and also Danny some years ago. When reality is over the situation, Danny and myself and Vicky hadn't have spoken before we all knew Slippermouth. So his delusional idea that he was infiltrating us is batshit crazy. And he goes on about the fact of the CMW. Well, the CMW was created by multiple people. There was Danny created the website for the CMW, which Danny got no thanks for whatsoever. There was myself, Joanne Solis, and a few others. I can't remember. Suzanne was another one. I can't remember her surname off the top of my head. But there were quite a few people in the background who created the CMW and also the Rude Awakening. Now, it is very much a case of Slippermouth sits back, has everyone else do everything, and then tries to take the credit for everything, when really and truly Slippermouth is nothing but a dumb little lapdog for Gary Clark. He's the attack dog that runs around attacking people. Now, Kaylee Inav, as I've just shown, did a very good job in infiltrating Slippermouth. She has managed to twist him around her little finger. But the problem now is he's continuously putting bullshit into Kaylee's head, in which Kaylee is then running around with, creating the situation that we have today with Kaylee and her delusions. Kaylee's mental health has been worsened by her involvement with Den Tarragon, who is without doubt Kaylee's biggest troll. Kaylee believed that Den Tarragon wanted to eat her babies. Kaylee also believed that they were putting human meat in McDonald's burgers. There's a whole list of delusions that Kaylee believed. Kaylee has run around for years slandering the Hampstead dad, and she claims that it's everyone else that's constantly bringing the Hampstead dad up, when yet again the other day she had Veli on her live stream and she filled Veli's head with shit, telling Veli that we're all employed by the Hampstead dad. How absurd is that? No one else had even brought up the Hampstead dad, and she was trying to make out that the whole issue for Kaylee was created around the Hampstead case. Now, the people she's arguing with recently, in recent years, it hasn't been because of the Hampstead case. It's because of her involvement with the King's Flag scam, which was a morally deprived scam. Kaylee still to this day believes that the King's Flag was not a scam. Kaylee still is friends with Andrew Devine to this day. Kaylee knows full well, by her own admission, that she was part of a group that by rights should be on the sex offenders register. Kaylee's very sore about the video I put together, in which exposed her being truthful for once about the fact she was part of a group that by rights should be on the sex offenders register. She runs around crying about this continuously. Kaylee does not like the fact that I will grab and put up what's truth that comes out of her mouth, and I'll also grab the bullshit and point out it's the bullshit that's come out of her mouth. Oh, on Vellies the other day, Kaylee came out with the old thing about her nan and Auschwitz. Kaylee was very particular in her wording because Kaylee knows that she had been caught out in the past. Kaylee, some time ago, turned around to Captain and told Captain that her nan was an Olympic swimmer in Auschwitz and her nan was the only survivor of Auschwitz. How disrespectful to the memory of all those that survived and died at Auschwitz. Kaylee really is not helping herself and is not helping her mental health. Now, luckily in Kaylee's situation with the children, they have a good father who has stepped in and taken Kaylee's children to make sure that her children are not affected by Kaylee's bullshit. And it's the bullshit that Kaylee creates that is the problem for Kaylee. Now, yesterday, Kaylee did another 24-hour live stream. Well, I really doubt that Kaylee even has a clue as to what she was streaming yesterday, because Kaylee did a very good job in exposing Dirty Den Slippermouth. Now, Kaylee restreamed the stream in which myself, Danny, and a few others were talking about the case in which the 14-year-old and the 19-year-old had a one-night stand, and Slippermouth was proving that he had no clue about the situation and he just wanted to label someone a nonce or a rapist. Now, the case in question, had there not been any evidence as to the full situation, then in most cases, yes, that lad would have been prosecuted. But due to the fact of the situation being that the girl had messaged multiple people, hundreds of people of Asian background, right, and it was proven that the girl had deceived the lad into believing that she was of legal age, the lad could not be prosecuted, because for him to be a rapist, he would have had to have had no consent. And for him to be a paedophile, he would have had to have been under the belief that he was sleeping with someone underage. Now, neither of those criteria were met due to the proof, the evidence that the CPS had to go on. And the CPS assessed the evidence, and the CPS came to the conclusion, due to the evidence, that there was no case and it was not viable for the court to be put in front of the court. It would have been a waste of court time. Now, we have in this country the CPS for a very good reason. It's to prevent waste of public resources. It's to make sure that cases are heard that need to be heard. And it's also to make sure that cases that aren't relevant and shouldn't be put before a court don't get to the courts. Now, then Tarragon was continuously proving in what Kaylee showed that he had not looked into the facts behind it, and he just wanted to blindly say whatever he liked. He wanted to make out that the lad was a completely different age, and he wanted to make out that the girl was a completely different age. Then Tarragon ran around with a picture of the girl when she was 11 years old, painting a false narrative, trying to basically smear people's names. Now, some years ago, Kaylee and Slippermouth were having a conversation. And in the conversation that Kaylee and Slippermouth were having, Kaylee openly admitted that her intention was to smear Danny Jones's name. And Kaylee now seems to think, because she's failing miserably at that, that she thinks that it's a good idea for her to go and waste police time. Now, unfortunately for Kaylee, her wasting police time will speed up the process of Kaylee getting sectioned. But Kaylee doesn't realise that. Kaylee seems to think she knows better. And we all know Kaylee doesn't really know much at all, other than she seems to think that everything she says and everything in her tiny little mind must be correct. It's been proven time and time again that Kaylee is incorrect. And as I've just shown, the situation where they're running around saying Athena and Mandy are the same people is completely absurd. They did the same thing with myself and Eric years back. And they claim that they work alone, yet every time they come up with their bullshit that they've had traces done and it's come back that it's the same person, they always say it's their team that's had these traces done, their team of experts. Well, this here so-called team of experts are probably the thickest people I've ever come across. They clearly have no expertise in anything. Because if they did, they would realise that if they're tracing IPs, the IP addresses are completely different. Now, whether someone's using a VPN or not, two separate parties won't have the same IP showing, even via VPN. Now, that's why I found it absolutely hilarious when Kaylee and Rick were running around saying that they had traces done on myself and Eric. Because I know at the time my VPN was showing as I was in a country halfway around the world. Like, and Eric's location would have been nowhere near my location. In actual fact, our two locations would have shown as being thousands of miles apart. Yet they seem to think that their traces showed us as being the same people. How absurd are these people? How Kaylee is hell-bent on continuing to make a fool of herself. As you can see from this morning, she's put up a snippet of last night's video live stream that she's done. It's about a 3 hour some odd snippet of the live stream she's done. And yet again, she's getting everything confused. She's got the order of shit completely wrong, and she doesn't understand the comments because the comments now don't line up with what was said at the time. But then I'm sure this is going to lead to months of Kaylee with her head freaking spinning around trying to work out what's gone on. And as per normal, Kaylee won't get anywhere with it. It's just going to lead to more delusional raging from Kaylee. Kaylee came on to Rapid's live stream the other night, and she was triggered to hell over the truth being told on there. She couldn't stand the fact that people were telling the truth and people were allowed to have free speech. I've never seen someone react the way that Kaylee reacts. She runs around slandering and smearing people, and then she rages like a raging banshee the minute she gets any response over it. Now, the link for this is in the chat. Anyone that wants to come on and have their say about Kaylee Inav or the degenerates around Kaylee Inav, you're more than welcome to say what you like. You won't be muted, and you will be allowed to have your free speech and have your say. If it offends someone, well, tough shit. It's their problem if they're offended. It's not the individual that's telling the truth's fault. Now, I'm all for free speech. What I'm not for is people smearing innocent people, people running around stalking and harassing people like John, the shop owner in Lavenham. John, the shop owner in Lavenham, put up a post on Facebook some time ago because Kaylee was graffitiing the village. And Lavenham is a historic village with listed buildings in, and it's a tourist attraction. Lavenham is. The Harry Potter films were filmed there. They have some very nice businesses. The Botanical Gardens in Lavenham is well worth visiting. The Swan Hotel and Spa, I highly recommend. The food there is lovely. And there's a lovely little tea shop. The ladies in the tea shop are very welcoming, and the service there is excellent. There's also the falconry nearby as well, which I highly recommend people going and visiting. Now, Kaylee, being someone who lives in Lavenham, didn't seem to know that the Swan Hotel was a hotel. Kaylee seemed to have believed that the Swan Hotel was a pub. It's a bit strange living in Lavenham and she doesn't know her local businesses, yet she wants to stalk a shop owner for outing her over her graffitiing the village. Now, Kaylee's behaviour to John has been absolutely disgusting. Kaylee has been running around blaming John and trying to blackmail John for some time, and it's out of order. I strongly advise John to take legal action against Kaylee for the stalking that Kaylee is doing. John does not deserve to be stalked because Kaylee decided to graffiti the village. Now, graffiti in a historic village like Lavenham is out of order. Kaylee hadn't long been in Lavenham, and Kaylee's little corner of Lavenham that she lives in, she's turning it into a cesspit. Quite frankly, the state of her garden, the shit she's got written all over the walls outside her flats, I really feel sorry for her neighbours having to look out their windows and see the state of that garden. She's put up a video in recent weeks in which she's using a bookshelf as a planter in the stairwell. Now, there's four, maybe 5 flats, I think, in that building. And that there bookshelf, wooden bookshelf, is chipboard. She's got soil in it and she's pouring water into it. That there bookshelf's going to rot away and the back's going to drop through and it's going to cause hell of a mess. It's going to attract bugs and all sorts into the joint area of that block of flats that Kaylee's living in. I really do feel for Kaylee's neighbours and being put under such disgusting situation as what Kaylee has put them in. Now, Kaylee the other day tried making out that she hasn't had the police around due to her behaviour on the internet. That's what she told Belly. Truth of the matter is, Kaylee has had the police around multiple times due to her behaviour on the internet. Her neighbours have had to report her because Kaylee is constantly raging, screaming and shouting and making life misery for those that live around her. This behaviour is out of order, Kaylee, and you really need to stop it. Just because you live in a block of flats does not mean that you own that entire block of flats. You have to be considerate of those that are around you, Kaylee. I'm surprised, to be fair, that your landlord hasn't kicked you out already with the state of what you've done to that flat. There's probably mould and freaking all sorts infesting that flat at the moment. You brought a bunk bed, which was meant to be for your children, and you turned that bunk bed into a little grow area with your grow light. Now, was that because you realised that you weren't going to be allowed your children over to stay because of your own actions, Kaylee? You're now running around saying that you're a therapist. Now, you've got no qualifications that would put you in a position of being able to be a therapist, Kaylee. Your lies are getting more and more ridiculous as you go on, and people can see straight through your lies, Kaylee. Do you think you'll ever grow up? Do you think you'll ever do the right thing and go and get the mental health treatment that you need, and then try and step up and be a mother to your children? Don't you think your children deserve to have a caring, loving mother in their life? It's utterly disgusting that you choose to spend your time slandering people on the internet instead of being there for your children. What sort of mother is it that runs around making out a music video justifies you calling people nonces and paedophiles on the internet, Kaylee? That music video that I am referring to was made by the Black Pines. Your ex-partner, the children's dad, is one of the band members, and the YouTube channel that it's on is the Black Pines, and the video contains your children running around happy. Now, your children in that video do look very happy and well cared for back then. This is going years ago, and I suspect it was when Tom was keeping a close eye on what you was doing in your upbringing of the children. I highly suspect that may have even been filmed whilst yourself and Tom were still together. But you screwed that relationship up, didn't you, due to the internet, Kaylee? You'd rather spend your nights up talking to Wiz Solutions on the internet than paying attention to the relationship that you were in. But then Kaylee knows better. Now, you've made out in this past year or so that someone sent you a pair of boxers, and you've tried to make it out that it was myself, Danny, Eric, or Plisco, or one of us. When the truth of the matter is, you know fine well that that was Wiz Solutions, and that was many, many years ago, Kaylee. You've also tried making out that Jason had taken a bikini video off your YouTube channel. This bikini video never existed, did it, Kaylee? And you had Valerie convinced that it was me that had this here supposed non-existent bikini video. Now, you can bitch and moan all you like, Kaylee, and you can continue trying to make out that there was a bikini video on that channel. But unfortunately to you, Kaylee, I have a screen recording of everything that was on that channel. And I don't mean what's shown on YouTube, I mean the inside of that channel, from the creator studio of the channel, Kaylee. Are you forgetting you gave Jason the access to manage that channel, and then you run around crying trying to make out that Jason had stolen a video off a channel that he had management status over? Now, the very fact that Jason had management status over that channel means that he couldn't possibly steal a video. He had the right to manage what's done with those videos, didn't he? And he well and truly dropped you in the shit putting out the video that you recorded of yourself whilst you were high, speaking to Andrew Devine, explaining how Rick was the poster boy and how you were infiltrating Rick and how you were going to slowly ease him into the bullshit of the King's flag. Because that was your intention, wasn't it, Kaylee? Your intention was to get Rick on your bandwagon of the King's flag. Now, Rick has folded somewhat over these years, and he seems to big up Andrew Devine from time to time. He's Andrew Devine's little charlatan, isn't he? But he keeps slipping up, Rick does. Now, Rick runs around saying he's never doxed anyone. Now, currently on one of Rick's channels, he's got a video showing that he doxed Jason Tyler, Wake Up UK. And it's not just Jason Tyler that Rick's doxed. He's tried doxing Vicky, he's tried doxing myself, and he's doxed Eddie Is Okay. with Eddie is okay, he put out Eddie's full name, full address, and a picture of the house that Eddie was living in at the time. Eddie no longer lives at that house, and I was given consent to put up the proof in its entirety to show that Rick had doxed him. Now, the degeneracy that comes from your side of YouTube, Kaylee, is truly disgusting. You all seem to pose a very serious risk to children and people around yourselves. And yourselves, to be fair. Yous are a danger to yourselves as well. And I don't see that it's going to change anytime soon. It's going to lead to someone getting seriously hurt the way you're going, Kaylee. And I'm pretty sure Rick's probably going to be the one that's going to be seriously hurt first. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's you shortly afterwards, Kaylee. And I'm sure you'll cry and try and play victim over it when it happens. But you will have brought it on yourself. And you'll have no one to blame, Kaylee. Neither will you, Rick. Isn't it about time you degenerates grew up, got a life, and started being parents to your children, instead of obsessing over people on the internet that you know fuck all about, and that all you've got is your delusional bullshit to spread? Some life yous live. It's a sad existence, really. Now, I'm going to give people a chance to come on. I'm going to stick some tunes on for a minute. I'm going to go and make a cup of coffee.
Spend my just another for that one who got away.
I'm trying to lead life by example, but living this life is a handful. And I ain't gonna clear no samples, but I'm about to clear my mantle. I need that plaque for reset, You need that chance to place bets, huh? You missed your chance to get fresh, bruh. You still got time to get left, bruh. Obama in the whip, I'm a stitch. Grab a chick, grab a 40 and a Dutch, and an angel with some tits, huh? And I'm back with a grip, back catalog, analog, rap like a brick, huh? And I rap cause I'm sick, back catalog fix, so I'm never gonna trip, God. Why you do me like this? Hip hop still good, you know I ain't gonna trip, Lord. You know I ain't gonna dip, I'ma stay right here till my plaque is a disc. Like a Saint lunatic, I'ma stay right hard till my plaque is a disc. Hey, no rest for the wicked now, so fall back on your plan B. No song for the choir now. Life sucks when you ain't free. No hope for the weary down. They keep taking that back seat. Two-tone rebel shit. Keep the peace like Gandhi. Middle pad, my staff never half-mast. Our drums go like a trap hat. Our drums go hammer cause they have to. Talk shit on Twitter, better at you. Paul Simon when I grace lands. Fuck diamonds, I be on the grayscales. I be tipping they scales. 55th time that I didn't go for pre-sales. And even when I prevail, I be on that retail, sinking with that eval. Listen to the seashell, it don't say shit.
16 spinner go hard. 82 born with a thorn in my inside. I pull it out when I get mine. I two shuffle like a duffel full of good. 16 spinner go hard. 82 born with a thorn in my inside. I pull it out when I get mine. I two shuffle like a duffel full of good.
Hey, no rest for the wicked out. So fall back on your plan B. No song for the choir now. Life sucks when you ain't free. No hope for the weary down. They keep taking that back seat. Two-tone rebel shit. Keep the peace like Gandhi.
16 spinner go hard, go hard. 82 born with a thorn in my inside. I pull it out when I get mine. I two shuffle like a duffel full of good.
Me and 27 lights, heavyweight champs, 127 fights, 127 bites, Van Gogh Pro, 1027 likes, go. For the wicked now, so fall back on your plan B. No song for the choir now. Life sucks when you ain't free. No hope for the weary down. They keep taking that back seat. Two-tone rebel shit. Hey, no rest for the wicked now, so fall back on your plan B. No song for the choir now. Life sucks when you ain't free. No hope for the weary down. They keep taking that back seat. Two-tone rebel shit. Keep the peace like Gandhi.
16 spinner go hard, go hard. 82 born with a thorn in my inside. 16 spinner go hard, go hard. 82 born with a thorn in my inside. I pull it out when I get mine. I pull it out when I get mine. I pull it out when I get mine. I pull it out when I get mine.
Hey, no rest for the wicked out. So fall back on your plan B. No song for the choir now. Life sucks when you ain't free. No hope for the weary down. They keep taking that back seat. Two-tone rebel shit. Keep the peace like Gandhi.
Things are right, but you just know there is something in your eyes that brings me home. 'Cause when there's love, you don't let go. So as long as you're with me, you're not alone, you'll never be. I wanna tell you what I feel and really mean it. I wanna shout it from the rooftops to the sky. 'Cause if you ever need a friend, you know I'll be it. From tonight until we see the end.
Hello?
I'm not a fan of Danny.
You alright?
Who's that?
It's me. I'm in the kitchen. Can you hear me alright?
Oh, it's Danny.
Yeah, I'm miles away from the phone. Hang on.
I've changed your name because of the name you came on.
Oh, no, Danny the Fanny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. I left it that when last time I was on Rapid, I think. Yeah, so what's going on, man? What's going on? She's still giving you grief?
Well, she was up until freaking, well, halfway through the night last night, still freaking bitching and moaning. Yesterday, she decided that she was going to demand Sabina's death certificate again, and she's trying to make out because A1000 had found a picture somehow, and in the picture there was a bottle of vodka. Apparently, I was pouring bottles of vodka down Sabina's neck. Which,
oh my god!
Yeah, it's absolutely absurd. Do they not think for 1 minute if they've seen a picture that had a bottle of vodka in? Is it not possible that the bottle of vodka was my bottle of vodka?
Who cares if it was Sab's? Who cares? You know what I mean? Fuck me, vodka don't kill you. For fuck's sake.
I'd love to know. I'd love to know what picture it is because it's highly likely that I've still got most of that bottle.
Yeah. I don't understand it, mate. I don't understand why she. Well, I do understand it. It's because she's mental. So I get it. It's because she's fucking crazy. She's craving for attention, and well, we all know now. It's not even good attention she's after. She wants bad attention. That's all she's after. So even the fact that we're right here now speaking about her, and the fact you've done a video today about her, that's just give her attention, and she's going to carry on for another few weeks, reviewing this review of that review and this review, and God knows what, mate. It's like, man, you can try and pull away, can't you? I tried to pull away again. I tried to pull away. You know what? Fuck you. I'll ignore you again, block you again. But no, you know, keeps tagging me, keeps tagging you, keeps tagging Eric, keeps tagging Mandy now, tagging Athena now, Jupiter now, Luke now. Anyone who disagrees with her, fucking you're on the wall and you're getting tagged in every single video. It's a fucking joke.
It's absolutely disgusting. Like freaking, I left her alone for at least 8 months. It was like, and I only found out that she was still slagging me off because Sabina and I were away on holiday with the kids, and I was just about to take the kids out swimming.
Yeah.
Like, and Sabina said, "Oh, while you're and the kids are out swimming, I'll watch your live stream." Literally, just as I was about to walk out of the caravan, freaking Sabina had turned the live stream on, and the first words I heard was Kaylee slagging me off. This was 8 months after me not even contacting or speaking in any way about her. There she is on a live stream slagging me off.
Yeah. Right. So, well, we've known her for too long. We know exactly what she does. That's how she does things. That's just how I don't know how her life.
Good afternoon, chaps.
You're all right, Wavy.
Oh, Wavy, now she's gonna have a right fit now.
Oh, this is gonna blow the bags up, innit?
You might get a knife into some sort of fucking make-believe teddy or something.
Nah, she's
screwed now. I've worked out how to use freaking Restream.
Yeah, it's took me ages. I've been sitting there on mute for about 10 minutes.
Same here. I've been sat in there in the background doing dishes, watching, listening to music, going, "Is he gonna let me in or what?"
I only just realised you were there. Like, it's the first time I've ever let anyone on to Restream, so I didn't know how to do it.
Well, she's gone on an epic fucking couple of days, ain't she? Fucking nut job.
It's like she would let me on her freaking stream yesterday, let me say 2 words, and then boot me off after asking a question, and she didn't even get the full answer to the question.
I was only there for about half hour. I had to go. I went pony trekking. Fuck, my legs are killing me, man.
We need to do a Wavy Wednesday this Wednesday, I think.
Yeah. I was up for it last Wednesday, but I don't know what happened. Yeah.
I was busy last Wednesday.
It's fucking. It's been a funny old week, isn't it, man?
It's been crazy, hasn't it? I mean, fuck me, since Israel and Palestine kicked off, it's been proper crazy, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, Hamas fucking Danny Jones.
Yeah, fuck me. Don't start that shit.
Man.
While she was doing all that delusional crap yesterday, freaking I'd been out, walked Chloe, freaking gone out and done shopping, And I even had time to freaking fit a new turbo on my car and remap the car.
Well, she done one the day before as well. Listen, man, if it's helping her, then it really is therapy for her. Along with the wall, you know, fuck man.
If it was just therapy for her and she wasn't continuously disrespecting Sabina's memory, then I'll just leave her to it. But the fact that she's...
Well, listen, you know, yeah, and it would all be fun. But the fact that she's on there calling, I mean, she's took to calling me a nonce and a paedophile now. I ain't gonna fucking flick my bean over it because it's in this community and everybody is well aware of how fucking potty she is, you know what I mean? But every time I hear her go outside this community, I'll be right behind the mad bitch, mate, trust me.
Well, the thing is just put AJ.
Huh?
AJ, all you need to do now is get monetized, you and Danny, and watch the head spin.
Yeah, bang it up, AJ, haven't you, Danny?
I can't go monetized. That's just against my principle, isn't it? I can't do it.
To be fair, I don't agree with monetization. Otherwise, I would have had about 15 channels monetized by now.
I've got no problem with people getting like monetizing and getting.
No, I've got no issues, man. I pay for Netflix and all them fucking things, fucking Sky Sports and that. If I'm being entertained, I'm being entertained, man.
Exactly. But I can't do that. I'm just fucking.
If I ain't, I'll just switch it off.
Exactly.
You know, if it's fucking anarchy, it's in the bin. I'm watching all that shit. I'm on a countdown. I ain't got time for all that fucking god bollocks and that. And it looks like nobody else has either, to be fair.
I don't get why all the fruitcakes are all of a sudden bringing up all the religious crap.
Yeah, well, it's
they just do it. They're doing
standard practice, isn't it?
In religion, to be fair.
Yeah. And they, like I said, they all get their own personal Jesus, you know what I mean?
Well, you said years ago about the Jesus Army.
Yeah.
Eddie is okay with into all that. Eddie is okay with into all that, wasn't he?
Yeah. A lot of people were just fucking pals, fucking Lambriani, all them lot was the Jesus Army, man. Just the fucking cult of fucking abusers, man.
Basically, yeah, a cult,
which was proven, you know, about to pay out a lot of money in compensation, and prison sentences were handed out as well, I believe.
Yeah, true.
It is.
But that was probably all just a conspiracy to some people on the internet. You know what I mean? The law isn't good enough. The truth isn't good enough. You know.
Yeah, there's different laws. I think the way there's different laws. You got Rick Denshausen law. You got Paley law.
Well, this is it, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all different
And
laws.
I've said it a couple of times now. It's social pareidolia. They're seeing what they want to see. Like when you look at clouds and you see dragons, and they see all these conspiracies in the headlines. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they're not alone. You know. They're not alone. There's people on here who hold all these fucking mad beliefs. They just hold them a little bit tighter than some others, you know.
I personally would be taking that shrine that Kaylee put up with Danny the Donkey as a credible threat towards you.
Yeah, listen, it's concerning, mate. Listen, but if her family don't give a fuck about her, why should I?
Yeah.
Why should I? Why should anyone give a fuck about her? What she's doing is accusing people of sex crimes. She's committing crimes on a daily fucking basis. I don't give a fuck what happens to her. Or any of hers. You know what I mean?
A few years back, probably about 6 years ago now, her mother and father were actually considering having a section. She goes mental every time I bring it up, but she...
Well, yeah, she's their cross to bear. She ain't my cross to bear. I couldn't give a fuck about her. Every time I hear her calling me and my pals fucking names, I'll be after her. It's as simple as that, whether you're fucking nuts or not.
Well, yesterday she said that she was protecting her mother, and then she admitted that she had doxed her mother. Take it up, like...
I don't need any protection from me. You know what I mean? I'm just a fucking old guy, granddad. You know what I mean? None of us are fucking GCHQ. I mean, I did jump on because I was instructed to by Athena.
She's calling us, man. She's ordering us around. She's volunteering for everyone.
Listen, I'm starting to fucking buy me a coffee, buy me a bag of weed. I'm calling it.
That's what makes me laugh, right? Athena and Mandy did this, right, to get the reaction they're getting. I mean, the reaction they're getting is exactly what.
Well, it was the closest thing you can get to digging somebody in the guts, in it. You know what I mean? If, you know, use whatever weapons are available in the game of phones.
Freaking Easy's lost his go. No, buy me a coffee, like, and freaking the email he put up states that he's permanently banned.
Yeah, he lost it.
He was trying to say he wasn't triggered by it, but he was going on and on and on about it. It was.
He's just another easy ain't he? You know, somebody may well have said to him in the back chat one time about bumming his son. But since then, everybody who's interacted with, who doesn't speak to Jupiter, is guilty of bumming his son or, you know, threatening to bum his son.
Yeah. I reckon if Kaylee and Dentaro never got together and produced offspring, Easy would be the fucking production. And
yeah, honestly, I thought it was his brother at first. I thought it was a whole setup. I swear.
He's still going. He reckons I fucking mentioned his son. I don't even fucking talk about the cunt.
Well, this is what I mean. Everybody now who doesn't talk to Jupiter or that side of things on this platform is, you know, Taffy's done it, Morpheus has done it. Everybody, Omar, fucking AJ, everybody's had a pop at it.
Yeah.
He's
just, you know,
he's dropped himself in it. He's now told me where he goes from Monday to Friday. He goes to collect the sanitary bin from the Christie Hospital Monday to Friday.
He's a fucking. He's fell off the tree, mate. That's how low hanging he is.
Who collects what? Who collects what?
Them. Slipper Mouth.
Right.
He goes and collects the sanitary bins from the Christie Hospital in Stretford on a Monday.
Yeah. Listen, that cunt would run a mile unless there was 30 old bills standing round him. He ain't answered my fucking video. He's an absolute fanny. I ain't going to bother with him again. I've got to be honest. I've had it up to here with him, mate. Absolutely fucking spineless cunt, man.
He has a fit over the fact that I pointed out the back along freaking he had my car in one of his videos.
He's a drip, mate. He's a drip. I've never seen. So, right, listen, I'm against Islamic ideology. What the fuck is he doing in this community now? Why ain't he out there having all them fucking Muslims who are dancing around London with the Palestinian flags? Why is he sitting in his fucking shed begging Jupiter not to strike him?
Is that what he's doing? I'm not even.
Yeah.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah. Why ain't he out and about fucking, you know, with his fucking England flag or his,
I thought he'd go out and protest in Manchester or something and get some sort of
you know, not on our streets or something.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way I feel about it. I'm neither a Palestinian, Muslim, nor a Jew. I don't want this shit to affect what goes on in my country, and that's where my fucking concern ends.
Yeah.
My stance
with all of it.
My stance is get rid of both governments over there and start afresh. And let the people over there live in peace.
That's not a call for anybody in this country to make, I don't think.
I'm not commenting anymore on that shit whatsoever. I think I put myself in.
What I can say is, if you invaded my house and cut my baby's head off, I'd flatten your whole family's fucking house, mate.
Yeah,
all
if
of
you
them.
was allowed to do so, you would naturally, man. Of course.
You know. And let's leave that off that anyway. That's
forget that.
It's nothing to do with me, though.
Quite frankly, it's not what's going on in the UK. So
I don't come on YouTube to stand for anything, for no politics or nothing. I just come on here for the crack.
Yeah.
I came on here in the defence of 20 families that were being abused by a lot of fucking lunatics.
Yeah,
and sex fiends. That's why I came online, but I don't do that anymore. I just fuck around and have to crack.
To be fair, I didn't know anything of that case. If it wasn't for freaking Kaylee and Andrew Devine, I wouldn't know anything about that case whatsoever.
No, this I came across it by accident, like 9 out of 10 people with the videos on YouTube, and then I found out what it was all about. And yeah, I took a stance against these fucking people, and I'll still fucking stand there now. I'm still on that square, but I don't go out and proselytise about my fucking this and the other. If I get to fuck you, talk about what you want to talk about, but you bear the consequences. I don't give a fuck what you do.
I don't really care if people talk about that case one bit, as long as they freaking don't put up the indecent footage and they respect the fact of the children's anonymity and also the father's anonymity.
But I've said there's a certain group of people who support this narrative, and if you look at these people just a little bit closer, you see the darkness in them. You know, you see their children removed. You see them fucking involved in all these fucking things, man. They're rats, man, all of them. All of them. And they're all, I've seen Power Disney fucking on there with Auntie Angie again, a pat on the back from Den and all them lot on beneath and that and all. And Jupiter was in there. But I'll tell you now, Jupiter saw what was going on there, and she fucking don't want a bar of getting mixed up with all that crowd. Trust me.
You can do is keep the fuck out of that lot. Jesus Christ, man.
She was gagging for it for an hour, and then after the hour, she just interest started to wane. And then she fucked off. She never mentioned it again. She never mentioned that stream again. Angela Power Disney, Den Tarragon, and Bernice, and all them. Oh man, I could tell you people some fucking stories, man. I could tell you some people some stories. Let's not forget Paul McCartney, not the ex-member of the Beatles, the Paul McCartney that died under Angela Power Disney's fucking tutelage and care.
Yeah. I've been putting up videos recently about APD due to the fact that she's back sniffing around. So I thought,
she's a monster.
If she's
a monster.
People need to know what she is. She is probably one of the most vile people I've ever come across.
A monster who admitted.
I had a conversation with her in a channel the other day. I can't think of what it was. Whose channel? Might have been fucking Rick's or Kayla's or something. She was in the chat anyway, and I spoke to her and I said, "Look, what do you feel about the Wong situation now? Because you were supporting. I called out Wong months ago. I thought, okay. And then I said about John Wedger, and she goes, I called out John Wedger last year. So I then replied, going, no, so I was right then. But then 2 people, and she blocked me then. She blocked me. Where you been?
Yeah. Like I said, that's why I call them the human centipede, man. Yeah. All seem to connect together. The fucking dregs.
I'm still waiting on an apology over the fact that she slandered me over the Babs situation.
Yeah.
Well,
I doubt I'll ever get an apology over that. Even Matt Taylor won't apologise. He's admitted he was wrong and he lied. Right?
That's what I mean. Everybody's accused of the most horrific things on it, but you never see any blue lights flashing. You know what I mean? You've been accused of murder, fucking this and the other, a couple of times now, to be fair.
Well, the list of people accusing me of murder is growing.
Yeah.
Accused me of murder, and then there's a handful. There must be about 8 or 9 people that's accused me of causing Babs to top herself when Babs is still alive and well.
I've seen loads of people over the years pull you on that one. But, you know, how can you convince somebody that Taffy's in the house?
Taffy's in the chat.
Oh, in the chat?
He thought this channel owner was a lady.
I can't see the chat on my phone. Big up, Taff. How are you, fella?
Apple's there as well. I've seen it. I think that's all in there.
But yeah, man. Anyway, Taff, jump on because I'm getting off now. What's your premiere about, Dan?
It's called The Real Reasons, and it's the real reasons people have fell apart. It's basically everyone's arguments against each other. There's one with Duke and Wendy. There's one with Kaylee and someone else. There's a few others.
Okay.
There's the phone call where Kaylee's getting the visit from the police because she's shouting like fuck about next door neighbours and that.
What about the one where me and you fell out and I threw you under the bus and Simon threw you under the bus and all them lot, aren't they?
No, I've left all them out now. I don't like people under the bus, you know what I mean? Confirmation bias and all that. You know?
Bleeding was in Kaylee's side chat last night trying to tell Kaylee that freaking Esau's never told Kaylee to freaking kill herself. Yeah,
there's some of that in there.
Kaylee I have on YouTube.
Yeah, in the Prem, that's all in there, AJ.
The first video showing is a video of Esau telling Kaylee to commit suicide.
Yeah, in the Prem, you've got Esau and Bleed Not trolling the fuck out of Kaylee, which is why I sent that stuff to him. But I've got that as well coming. It's all in there. It's about an hour long. I've got to put loads of videos together and that's it. Fucking played all together.
Do it 24 hours. Somebody do it 24 hours.
A 24-hour live stream is the way to go, isn't it? Just like Real used to do. That's the way to go. That's the future. If Chap is listening or Luke's listening or anyone's listening, the future's 24-hour streaming.
Yeah.
The problem with 24-hour streaming is once you go over, I think it's over, might be over 12 hours, it doesn't actually stay.
Okay.
Yeah, every 12 hours you've got to start a new one. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. No, actually, no, it can't be right because I've been watching a live webcam of Israel now for the last fucking week, and it's still the same live stream.
It'll stay playing whilst it's streaming, but once that stream stops, that stream will go.
Oh, it doesn't stay up there, right?
Yeah, that's why Kaylee's streams her long streams are showing us this cannot be shown no longer. That's why you're getting the error code. I worked that out years ago.
No, I didn't know that. You just told me.
Right then, lads, I'm off. I've got shit to do.
Yeah,
I'll be listening in anyway.
No,
I'll be in the chat. All the best, lads.
AG, Wavy.
See, Athena, I've done it. I've done it, Athena.
You followed your orders to the T,
to the T, mate.
All right, catch us all a bit.
Yeah, man.
Take me in now, baby, here as I am. Hold me close, try and understand. Desire is hunger, is the fire I breathe. Love is a banquet on which we feed. Come on now, try and understand the way I feel when I'm in your hands. Take my hand, come undercover. They can't hurt you now, can't hurt you now, can't hurt you now. Because the night belongs to lovers. Because the night belongs to us. Because the night belongs to lovers. Because the night belongs to us. Because the night belongs to lovers. Because the night belongs to us. Because the night
You know, this is ridiculous. Was it not Danny that brought up the whole and made Wavy do a video about it that kicked off the whole thing? All of this about kids like crapping out their insides and all that. Have you ever seen a piece of evidence? Because I've seen a hell of a lot of testimonies. I've been involved with a hell of a lot of people that's just not the way it is. I know myself, my experience. I know full well that there's a massive conflict between anybody around, and I don't, it's because I'm not into people saying they've come from the outside galaxy and all that kind of thing. That's a bit of a quack again, okay, and I don't need to be aligned to that, but there are doctors and there are physicians in plenty of places that have run practices and have got hundreds of testimonials of people that will corroborate that there's something in this. Now, I'm not sat here promoting it, I'm not sat here selling it. I've just said I used it on myself when antibiotics for 4 months didn't work on MRSA, and within like 3 days, which is available, has been used by the FDA for how long?
As you can clearly see, Kaylee is trying to push FDA certification and FDA backing for this bleach product that she and a lot of cult members are trying to assert is some sort of medical benefit. It's a industrial cleaning product that should never be used on humans, full stop. Now, there definitely is in the write-up here about MMS, the side effect diarrhea. Now, I haven't really spoken about that side of it. I'm more concerned at the fact that drinking this bleach can lead to death, and there are many people that have died from it. Telling people that the FDA are approving people drinking bleach is complete and utter false information. It is pushing false medical information. Now, the individual who created this bleach substance was part of a cult church. Now, like many things, these here cult groups like to push things for profit. There is no beneficial side to taking MMS whatsoever. At most, someone may have, due to their own mental health problems, may have seen a placebo effect, but it's very likely that the MMS itself did nothing. Like, to go around pushing it onto others is, quite frankly, dangerous and disgusting behaviour. And for anyone to say that using it on children is acceptable is beyond a joke, really. It's disgusting. It's no wonder the individual had her children removed. Now, her spluttering over this here diarrhea thing, I don't think it's all that relevant, really. Fact of the matter is, it's a substance that is not regulated, and the individual in question, when she tried to justify the use of MMS, she was trying to say it had FDA approval. As you can see, it clearly does not. Sometimes people need to learn to stick to the truth, really, instead of pushing cult nonsense that's come from delusional grifters on the internet. Anyone out to make a quick buck, basically, is what's going on with this situation. Quick buck and not worry about anyone's health. Fill people's heads with nonsense over fake cures. It's a bit like the GC math thing. It wasn't a cure at all, but yet people ran around under the delusion that it was. The individual who came up with the GC math had autism himself, and he made claims of GC math curing autism. Well, surely if the individual had autism himself and he's got some miracle cure, he would have took that miracle cure and cured himself. That was never the case, though, was it? David Noakes, when his patients could no longer receive the medication GC math thing that was another unregulated chemical that is of no use to anyone. It was just another grifting tool. When these individuals were no longer taking GC math, the patient shortly after died. David Noakes, of his own words, has admitted this. I have the recording somewhere. Yet people are still running around under the delusion that GC math was a cure. Just like people seem to be running under the delusion that drinking bleach would be a cure. Industrial grade bleach for that matter. No. It's disgusting behaviour.
I've had this conversation a million times with a million people. Yeah, in an emergency, I'd prefer to use MMS than antibiotics. I would. You know, I'm not saying that would even necessarily happen. Touch wood, thank God, my children don't get sick. Now put that down to what you will.
Evening YouTube. Now Scaler, you've talked a lot of shit. You've talked a lot of shit for 2.5 years. You've been proved wrong on every single thing. This will be no different than anything else. Now, no one's took your comments away. You've took your own comments away. It's as simple as that. Everyone can see through your bullshit. You haven't got any kids. Your kids have been taken away a long time ago. Simple as that. You haven't got any conversation with the police or whatever. The police that you're talking about that have been round to yours to check out whether you're abusing your children or not, after you said on the live that you was, he was actually pissed off that you'd aired any conversation. So that's that. You haven't got the bit that you said you have, because you clearly would have put it up beforehand. And then you took it straight back down after the copper complained. So let's not play games. You talk shit. You keep telling everyone that it's Joe that reported you, even though the person that did report you admitted it months ago. You talk shit for the amount of time, and at the end of the day, you've been proven wrong on every account. Now you're pushing Eric, who's literally another village idiot. I don't know how you keep finding these village idiots that seem to have a magnet for him. Sean Morris was one of them. Eric's the next one. You're doing great for finding village idiots, I'll give you that. Andy Devine never wanted to face me that day. He brought me on by mistake, as everyone knows, and John King Krusty has never forgiven him, and we all know that. We can all go back and watch the video. He couldn't believe that King Krusty had been in the mental institute for 6 weeks, and the day that he let him out, he brings me on. He couldn't believe it. He's never forgive him, and we're all seeing it. We all laugh at you on a continuous basis. Outside of the echo chamber, where you and Wake Up community are now huddled like cowardly shitbags, waiting for the next rain of attack, because you know the truth's going to keep raining in and raining in until you just washed away to the point where you're just a laughing stock when you do say anything. That's why your channel's going down, because you can tell you're losing a battle. You lost the battle a long time ago. You dumb idiots have just carried on paddling away regardless of the big hole in the boat. crack on, do what he's doing. As I say, use our amusement. We're going to crack on with our freedom of speech platform. I'll keep popping up on YouTube, on my own YouTubes, just to attack you idiots and wait for them cowards like Eddie to resurface. I'll be there, ready and waiting. Until then, talk soon, see you later. Stay safe, people. There is rats, there is snakes, and these dirty bastards are quite happy to dox your children. There will be a debate weekend, and I think topic of the debate should be, is it okay to dox people in general, and is it okay to dox children? And if so, we may be doxing the shit out of every single person that we've had, that these lot have had backing them this year. If you think we haven't got your details and whatnot, think again. We dig deep and we don't pull punches. Let's see who wants to test. We're not arse, we've all been doxed, we've gone through it all. There's nothing else you can do. We've not attacked anybody yet, as yet. Let's see how the year pans out, shall we? Massive respect to Team Tommy. Fuck these haters, don't even give them airtime. Don't even give them airtime, they're not worth it. You know where the main fight is. The actual snakes. That's where the fight is, and we'll be there backing you. One thing for everybody to bear in mind, the Islamic calendar for 2020 does say full takeover. Every other date and every other event has not been missed, and it's wrote 20 years previous to each thing that's put out. So something to think about, people, considering what's just unfolded in the news in Iran. Right, stay safe, people. Don't let these lefties and whatever distract you. That's all they're here to do. Distract, disgruntle and discredit. That's it. Right, stay safe.
What was that, Peter? You phoned the police on me for having weapons in the house? Knives by the door.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. When you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. And I hope that you're having the time of your life. But think twice. That's my only advice.
Are you ready? For the car bus. Hologram sessions. The king of the dead rises again. Tick tick tock, when I better move to the beat non-stop. Wait for the bit of the baseline, wait for the drop. Coming in old school, cream of the crop. On the belly, but I don't flop. On the ball, on the way to the top. Spin the bars to make the party rock. Don't stop working around the clock. I'm the showstopper. Coming in sick, I'm coming in proper. Serve you up like a lyrical shot. I'm belly man back to back with screw fins up. CD that double drop. I'll be either when I wind or flop. I'm big in the game like Demon Rocker. Always see me rocking like Jobber. Boss cleverly, watch out for the frenemy. Trust me, I know good energies. They're not your friends, they're your enemies. Real talk, this is reality. They're full of envy and jealousy. They'll make you lose your sanity. So choose your people carefully. Kill a man fast and kill a man turbo. It's time to push out the nitro, but the man eat with the kill a man flow. Fuck on the place, I drum and bow. Kill a man fast and kill the inferno. It's time to push out the nitro, yeah, that's right. Then you won't pull up, you champ. I don't wanna hear shit cause the gang don't bang. Too much verbal when you're on gram. Tell a man suck your mother, you won't bang. Jump on gram with a brilliant swag.
Fill up the block clock chat. I don't promote that trash, yo. Chatting about you bang, then you ain't hood enough, hood enough. I'm in the middle with a hoodie up. You're so mad, then I do the Somali and say, bully up, yeah. You're so mad, man up. Grind every day, and I can't been doing this since it's a loud, more whiny cat on the rhythm, but I'm up. See, I was on the roadside owling, cats on my line kept phoning, pig and strolling, cheat chat man when I'm rolling. 1-2 slap for the online voting. I was on the road when crap made Otis. 1-2-5 for the ped was stolen. Linking the galley and a man with Logan. I don't wanna say too much, but I told man, when I come in the rhythm, I'm gonna body that. Told them already in war. Man, I spare them like all the man I get bun like weed and ride them. Yeah, I'm telling the truth, it's Charlotte Screw. I'm billing on a hologram thing like some man done like Brother Gang Junglist. Fully plug, yeah, I wanna hold man and too many man. When I talk the talk, I don't see many man with the walk the walk. Talking cheap in the way and buying so much gas and too much lying. Too many man, but I go on heavy. Watch your tongue, don't fall with the belly. Try test me, I best to get ready. Last fool, they got there, then buried. Too many man, wanna chat shit, trust me. No many man, but the back is slacking. Check shit, kept on whacking. Damn it, crystal bubbling, champagne flashing. Everybody's on that packy racky. Come on, back to back, they go smack it. You know what's good, what's happening, straight to the point, you know what's cracking.
Me wicked in a dance and me wicked in a ragga. A real junglist like Skibba and Shabba. We no take no talk, pussy, we no take no chatter. Give me the style that we have and make your ball for your mother. See enough of them a talk and go on like them a shatter. But them not have no dog, them not real like Spragga. Oh no one, you fi come, me no talk. Till me done skin bun like grabber.
It's a way of life like blazing chronic 24/7, yeah, I'm on it. I'm a junglist, and be at it. Trust me, man, won't keep the habit. The addiction makes me ecstatic. Anytime I do it, I'll smack it. Give me the mic, I'll attack it. Damn it, come on, people, then let's have it.
Yeah, I grew up in the Acton zones. Way back, we used to trap and smoke. Would you know about hard times when your hair sewn up your bricks, the afro comb? Trust you don't wanna get the facts involved. I'm back with a bang like Carlos. 6'2", I'm a little bit taller. Still hot, stepping in my all black Prada. I'll be like,
let's have it, let's have it. Come on, let's have it, let's have it, let's have it. I'm a junglist, didn't be addicts. Let's have it, let's have it. Back in the car again, so let's have it, let's have it, let's have it. No way ever wanna keep this habit.
Burn them in it. When me jump on the microphone, this style will murder them. I got thugs from London down to burn them. Yeah, it's 139, that's the burn them.
Late one night on my way back home, the blower started ringing, but number was unknown. Next I see a text popping off on the phone. Reads, Belly man, I'm lying here all on my own. It's this one girl, Michelle, with this body so fine. I can't believe she's on my line. I had to block her last time. A real eager beaver with a real hungry beaver, begging it to come round and see her. I called her back, I said, Michelle, this can't run. What the hell are you doing? What the fuck are you on? The packet that you're sniffing must be good, must be strong. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, get some sleep, the night's done. She said, Belly, I want you to come and have some fun. I'm ready for you, baby, lying here in my phone. Said the shop, beg you quit it, cause you know this is wrong. I'm going home, so I wipe my daughter and son.
Esto scene, they wanna catch see like broken whips. Last guy tried running for the money, got whacked and left with a broken hip. Man got whacked and left in the ward, coming like a show called Brits. How you gonna claim to get riding when you're on your mum's house posting pics? I hate you niggas, don't bring it to my guy. Fool, cool down, you're a little fry. Oh, roll up with a bit of a buy. Who? Your ends from a nigga tie. They chat, but they never ride. Do anything for a little hype. Shut down things, shut down shop. When I pull up on your block like, oh. When I pull up, I'ma take away your money like Splat Nation. I'm in and out portals this time, call me the Black Raiden. Can't paint everybody with the same brush. If we wanna do that, wear that apron. Man, I pay like gas station, Shanghai, but you never really had pagans. But I don't get you, man, I really prefer. Man, I'm starting to get a pattern. Take up you wanna edit, you're a fake. I'm a pro soul name, your post 4 West 13s, but I claim and you know. Where you trying to go when I keep brave if you don't know. I changed the block club game when they don't throw. Came a long way from spitting outside Elon MacD's. If a nigga, oh no, like run this thing. I Charlotte, I'm gone, yeah? You done know.
Yeah, I want it my way. I hate no, I want yes. I want things that serve me best, yeah. Ain't one for queuing, I should be the one up next, yeah. I want the best, yeah, only one request. I wanna take it easy, I don't go for second best. I want colors, I want sparkles, I want everything in gold. I want ice cream for my dinner.